What's going down, guys? TK coming at you. And every time I do video marketing, my heart is heavy because I truly have the desire to give financial empowerment, give someone the tools they need to be able to change their life. But honestly, let's be real with each other. One, you don't believe that you're entitled to financial empowerment because this world, from the day you've been born, has conditioned you to be a slave. And people truly have accepted slavery, that they are complacent with going to work every day. They're comfortable with receiving a check, however large or small it is. And they don't believe in their ability to create their own livelihood. So everyone has this mental block, and that's why I call it slavery, because it's a mental block that says the only way to make money is to have a job. And the purpose of a job is not to make you rich. Because if, honestly, a job made you rich, you would not come back to work the next day. It's like the people that win the lottery and the first thing they do is quit their job. So the purpose of a job is to pay you enough to keep you either at inflation or below inflation. Now 90%, maybe even 95% of America lives below inflation, meaning by the time you pay your bills, you have a lot of bill left over. And you know that's all your life is. You live to pay bills and you go to work to acquire more stuff. Everybody's mindset is in the slavery. I need a job, and the only way I can get cash is to get it from a company. And that company is going to pay me X amount an hour, and that X amount an hour is going to allow me to participate in society. So you close your mind and you're not even willing to listen to the fact that there could be another way. There could be another way to earn money, and there could be another way to acquire wealth. And that's the part that I can't seem to get people to accept. You're not willing to accept the fact that there's more than simply job. The worst way to earn income is from a job, because that's the highest tax bracket. Romney only paid between 10 and 11% in taxes on the 11 plus million. Maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was 100. Whatever his disclosure was during when he ran for president, he only paid between 10 and 11% taxes. And because 90% of his money came from dividends. So the wealthy 1% in the country do not get money from salary. They do not get money from job. I think it was the founder of Facebook that ended up paying himself $1 in salary because he knows that that's the worst way to get money. And that's the highest tax bracket. But when you try to convince someone of that, they close their ears, shut their mind off, and they say, I like being a slave. I like being told what to do. I like being living check to check. Because your actions refuse to do anything other than what the slave master told you to do. There is another way. The 1% wealthy get their money from dividends, royalty, and residual. And the super wealthy have always said, if you are not making money in your sleep, then you haven't accomplished anything. So it's never about how much money you make. It's always about how much money you keep. I did a post and a video not too long ago where I said I make $100,000 a year. I'm an overseas contractor with the Army. And I said, out of the $100,000, when you get your end of year tax summary, the only real question is, how much money do you keep? What's in your bank account at the end of $100,000. At the end of the year, when you get your little pretty summary from your job, or if you get your W-2, I mean, what do you keep? How much money is still in your account? Out of the $100,000 that you make, how much do you keep? And then the other thing is, don't keep it in paper. Keep it in gold and cryptocurrency. So I always talk about international diversification. And when I say diversify internationally, what I'm talking about is actually acquiring alternate forms of money that are higher in value, higher in purchasing power. Because unlike paper money, alternate currency gains value the longer you hold it. So you'll find yourself in a position where if you own $100,000 converted into gold currency, over time, the value of the physical gold goes up, and so does the value of your account. So that $100,000 increases just by the nature of the medium that you switch to. Now, the same principle applies to cryptocurrency. Because cryptocurrency is internet money, the value of your account, if you convert $100,000 to internet money, the value of your account increases as the value of the cryptocurrency goes up. So an example, Bitcoin in 2009 was 9 cents, and it elevated to $1,200 at its height. So if you were one of the few people who owned Bitcoin, you would have become a millionaire because of the value of the coin went up over time. So that is what I'm trying to stress to you guys. I'm trying to stress to you guys that instead of doing what the world tells you to do, I'm suggesting that you do something within your own volition, within your own individual thought, and you consider the concept of alternative currency, higher forms of money that actually accumulates value over time. Because what you really should do is minimize your liabilities, eliminate debt, focus on accumulating assets that put money back into your home, that add money back into your life. And that is also possible because of the fact that alternative money has leverage-based income attached to it. What is leverage-based income? Leverage-based income means a payment system that allows you to get paid off the efforts of other people in your team. So you're building an individual team of people that are participating in a system, and that payment system rewards you for everyone that you put on your team. So in other words, you're getting paid off the efforts of other people. And whenever you participate in something like that, you make more money than you can possibly make solely off your own efforts. When you talk about fixed time and fixed money, like your job at work, you know, if you negotiated $9 an hour and you work 18 hours a week, that multiplication is the most money you'll ever be able to make. But in a leverage-based system, you are making a variable amount of money based on a variable amount of people. So the more people you bring into your network, the more you're leveraging your time, and then you're getting paid off the efforts of all of those people, especially if it's an infinity payment system where that leverage payment never stops. Okay? So this is very beneficial information. This is financial empowerment because it's a higher form of money. And if you're smart enough to utilize it, you're going to change your life. What does it mean to utilize alternative money? It means you take your paper currency that you have now, you convert it to gold currency, you convert it to cryptocurrency, and then you make it a habit of that conversion. And then what you'll find is as you build your savings, you begin to change your life. It's just that simple. And then if you can somehow convince some other people to get involved, you'll start utilizing that leverage-based money that I told you about. Okay? So if there's anybody out there smart enough to listen to the words that come out of my mouth, then please get in contact with me.